How many oats do we need, Mama?
I think we need to double this because I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna want this.
Ain't no doubt about it.
2 cups.
2 cups, everybody.
Yeah, here we go. 2 cups of the oats.
2 cups of the oats going in. This is a 2-cup deal, Mama?
Yes. And they're gonna soak in 2 cups of milk.
2 cups of milk going in on our 2 cups of oats. Folks, we're gonna go ahead and put some blueberries in here. About a half a cup of blueberries. They're small ones too. These are the little bitty ones.
I'm gonna crack the eggs in here and we'll whisk them up and then add them in.
So just pour your eggs in.
And here comes the cinnamon too. There we go.
Sounds of the kitchen.
This is kind of like the cinnamon bacon waffles we made, oat waffles we made a while back.
Pancake version.
Right, pancake and blueberry version.
There is a different texture, if anybody's wondering on that. I mean, it's definitely a different deal.
It tastes like oatmeal. It's wonderful, actually.
Yeah.
I love it. So you want to make sure your pans are nice and hot when you first put it on, or it'll start spreading real quick on you. That's why I like using the waffle maker.
You have to kind of pull that in all the way around, y'all, because it wants to kind of...
I feel like a waffle, making these as waffles is better.
But folks, I wanted to do pancakes.
He wanted to do pancakes. See, in the waffle maker, it holds it all in.
Look at that, now you got it. Back in the day, whenever they was riding horses and wagons, they didn't have a waffle maker. You got you a pancake, buddy. Fallon's doing a little sample test
Yeah,
here.
because it's good, even though it...
Look, y'all, this one messed up on us, but we're doing smaller ones now. We're going to sample this right here.
It still tastes really good.
That's good.
They're so good, y'all. The outside is a little bit crunchy, but then you still have that creamy oatmeal center.
It's really good, y'all.
With that maple syrup. Yeah.
Kind of see how they're not perfect. That's what you're after.
Oh, yeah, you want that rustic look.
Yeah. Look really delicious. We forgot to do something, everybody, that I'm going to do right now. Put a little peanut butter on this thing. I should have did that a while ago, but I didn't. I like a little bit of peanut butter on mine. Really good. I mean, delicious.
There's something wrong with the turkey. There.
What's wrong with it?
That long part, what is it?
Oh no, I think it's called a snood or something. Where do we get this turkey? Oh, Dollar General. It's a pretty turkey, isn't it?
I don't know what that is called right there, but I can pull it off. Oh, that's a feather.
I've got the holiday cranberry candle going, y'all. I just got the kitchen cleaned up, went outside for a little bit, came back in. This smells amazing. I'm telling y'all, this one's from Aldi. I told y'all about it the other day, but if you missed it, it's the Huntington Home Holiday Cranberry from Aldi. I think it's $4.98. It smells just like the cranberry candle from Bath & Body Works. I think theirs is called Frosted Cranberry. Whatever it is, though. It smells just like that Bath & Body Works one for only $4.98. It's kind of cold out there, y'all, so I have my jacket on. We've been watching a lot of Christmas movies that I wanted to tell y'all about. I'm pretty sure all of them are free on YouTube, so I'll link them down below. Last Saturday, I think, it was either last Saturday or last Friday, we watched like 3 Christmas movies. We watched The Christmas Miracle of Mr. Toomey or something like that. That's a good one. The Christmas Candle. And it seems like me and Titus watched another one. There's a lot of the Christmas Carol ones on there. Oh yeah, An American Christmas Carol with the Fonz as they don't call him Scrooge in that one. He's Mr. Slade, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I'll link them down below. I'll make a little Christmas movie playlist and put that down below for y'all for all the free ones on YouTube.
Y'all, I had this inspiration of doing another oatmeal. And Fallon looked at me like, please don't do that. And I'm like, all day oatmeal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so far I can do this. 2, you can't resist these oatmeal ideas. Or let me see, how can I put that? 2 irresistible oatmeal ideas.
Can you at least put some M&Ms in them?
We got cranberries.
Oh, I do have raisins.
Do you, baby? Christmas oatmeal cookies. She's on board with me now, everybody. She's coming. She's coming. She's getting in the Christmas spirit. She may even want to put some garland up those stair rails right there in a little bit. We don't know. Okay, y'all, so what we're doing is basically they're going to be oatmeal raisin Christmas cookies.
I think leave the raisins out. What do you think?
I would say put a few raisins, you know?
With the candy canes and all? And
They're going to be crushed candy canes, ain't they?
We're gonna soften these 2 sticks of butter real quick. Get the brown sugar and the flour, all-purpose flour. Okay, these are ready. You just want them to barely start getting soft. We need 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm just gonna eyeball the 1/4 cup when I get the 1 cup in here. There we go. And 1/2 cup of regular sugar. Okay, now we're gonna cream that together. We need 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. I went ahead and measured that. Okay, we need 2 eggs. I'm gonna crack them into here, and then we'll add them in one at a time. There's the other one. Putting in a teaspoon of vanilla. That was maybe a little bit more than a teaspoon. This, okay. We like vanilla.
Yeah.
Now, in this bowl over here, this is where we're gonna put our flour and our oats and all the stuff that we're gonna be putting in these cookies. When that gets done, we'll just turn it off until we get this ready. Here's the flour. And we'll just get our whisk and do this to break up any big clumps that are in the flour. And we're gonna put 1.5 cups of these old-fashioned oats. Just a little bit less than this thing because it's 2 cups. Okay, we'll turn this off. And I will go ahead and scrape down the sides real quick. Let me grab the Christmas tree spatula. All right. We need 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we need 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, which is just about all that's left in our cinnamon jar. So we're just gonna dump that in. Now, the fun part. What do we do with those M&Ms? Christmas ones. There we go. And we do want to put some raisins, right?
Yeah.
About 2 boxes of raisins.
Maybe about 1/2.
Now you can add whatever else you want to add in here. It's kind of like the monster cookies that have everything in them. You can put pretzels, nuts, whatever you want to put. Okay, we'll crush the candy canes. We're gonna add this in a cup at a time.
In here?
Yes, you hold that.
Okay, here we go. That's a lot of... I mean, I'm just saying, everybody. That's a lot of... I hope it... She's the one giving the directions. Okay, y'all, we had to shut our curtains back there. It's a little darker now, but was afraid that y'all might have to wear sunglasses.
Right.
Man, that thing got in a little bit of a bind right there. I've never heard this thing get in a bind. That must have been a pretty good load.
He's questioning the cookie making over here. If you have plastic wrap, you can use plastic wrap, but here's what we're gonna do.
What in the world's happening with this?
Oh, that's where you can, put add-ons to it, like a little pasta maker and everything.
Oh, really?
Pasta maker.
I thought that was something we needed to grease this bad boy. I'm gonna go get some grease.
I don't have any plastic wrap, but if you have plastic wrap, you can wrap it in plastic wrap, and it's going in the refrigerator for just about 10 to 15 minutes.
This looks like some fantastic dough to me. Now, I have my doubts.
It's just gonna go in the refrigerator for 10 to 15 minutes while we clean this up and preheat the oven
Okay.
to 400.
What do we need, baby? Plastic wrap?
I don't have any. We're just gonna put ours on a plate. Now, I'm doing a heaping cookie scoop here. Like normally I flatten it out, but we want these to be a little bit bigger and they might spread a little bit. So I'm not gonna put as many as I normally would on the pan. I'm just gonna take the back of this little measuring spoon and flatten them just a little. All right, they're going in the oven for just about 7 to 9 minutes.
You like that, boy?
Yummy.
Yummy. That's what I'm talking about. Let Daddy get one. Let's see. That is a perfect cookie. I'm not kidding you. That right there has the Christmas vibe to it.
Yeah.
Cheers, folks. Every now and then you get a little bitty crunch of a peppermint. Not much.
All Christmas season, when we open the B&B, these will be at the entryway, free for you.
Look, y'all. You can see they got a nice chew to them. They're kind of chewy. You get the chocolate. Every now and then, just a little hint of peppermint. I'm telling you, it's perfect. That's a perfect combination for a Christmas
That's great.
cookie.
And you can add in or take away whatever you want, but that's
I
a
really
great
love
cookie.
every now and then getting a little bitty crunch off that peppermint.
Jonah was outside making something, try one. He's keeping it a secret what he's making. That is,
Santa Claus's cookie, son. That
Santa's
is
cookie.
his cookie.
he made this reindeer the other day. He's making something else now, but it's a secret. What happened to his red nose?
Oh, sorry. It's falling off, so I made a yellow one. I'm gonna color
Paint it red, okay.
You must like them.
Oh yeah, he must. Taking those out there while you work, huh?